welcome to episode 9, I
Welcome.
believe.
On. Fuck.
Yeah, getting a few. Episode 9 or 10, one of them. I lost count
Fucking
already.
Yeah. Supergirl.
Yeah,
Supergirl.
yeah, not a good look.
It's fair to say that both of us were originally quite excited to see it, in terms of we were hoping it was going to be good, but we were skeptical at the same time.
I went into it a little bit more reserved because I just had a feeling that it was going to be a bit disappointing because it's hard to portray Supergirl in the light that she comes across in the comics, because she's as much as people don't want to admit it, like most films and movies, they're very sexist and no one really wants to see a strong female lead for the most part. There have been some good.
True, but
there have been some good strong female leads in movies, but when you go up against a character like Superman and you're releasing basically just the female version of that, it's like, okay, we've already got a male version. Why do we need this version?
Yeah, I get it. You're right, but at the same time, it's not shoehorned in either. It's not like they're trying to force the situation. Supergirl's well established.
Yeah, she has been well established, but like it's even prevalent in the comics. Prevalent in the comics, because just a lot of her comics just aren't as popular as Superman and I think it's just a lot of subconscious sexism, if that's even a thing. I don't know. I like that too. Probably because he came first.
Well, exactly. The original's always better.
Yeah. There are some Supergirl comics that are good. I like some of them.
Yeah. But this movie, what can you say? The action was a bit lackluster.
Yeah, it was written and directed by someone who has never really done action movies. Don't think has any action movie experience at all.
And it tells. You can tell. Like, there's not a lot of good fights in this movie at all. Not compared to Superman,
or even Peacemaker.
Yeah. Like, the one good fight is kind of towards the end of the movie, and by that point, it's kind of like a little too late,
Yeah.
And you can tell that they were going for that PG rating because they're just covering up like a lot of things. Like, you've got Lobo going around with a gut hook, swinging it around, and it's not cutting people. It's just knocking them away.
Yeah, it's just sort of hitting them, and you see them in the distance, like, fall over. You don't see any sort of sequence of them getting cut or any, like, sort of wounding on them.
Yeah, and even Lobo cutting off, like, someone's head. It's, like, shown off screen and, like, quickly kind of tried to be hidden. So, like, oh, yeah, we're doing the Lobo thing, but we don't want you to see it. It's just like...
Yeah.
Really? Like, Lobo was a bit underutilized in the movie. I understand it's a Supergirl movie. I have to keep reminding myself that. I want more Lobo. But it's like... Yeah. The scenes that he was in...
If we get a Peacemaker-style TV show for Lobo, I would be happy.
Yeah, that'd be good. And my mom would be down for doing it, because he's still doing, like, quite a few TV series of late. And, like, he's doing that one where he's blind and, all that stuff. So
I'm pretty sure he's also reprising his role in Dune Part 3.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Overall, movie was... I don't see it performing very well. I think a lot of the predictions for the box office are probably over predicting quite a bit.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't have bad effects on the James Gunn DC universe, but I feel like it will. I don't think it's gonna, like, get him fired,
No, but it's definitely going to have a ripple effect, and I think Warner Brothers going to be like, oh, these movies are losing money. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And if
I mean,
if
the
if
next
Man of
movie we get
if Man of
Man of
Tomorrow
Tomorrow.
doesn't perform, I think Warner Brothers will rethink James Gunn.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it will, though. I
Well,
think.
with them
I think
introducing
the first
Brainiac,
Superman movie is going to grow on people. I think it's something where people would, they might have seen it on stream. Like, I'd be curious to see what the streaming numbers for it are like. Like, if it's got quite a good like replayability. Because I've watched it quite a few times now, especially in the last couple of days, and I feel like I enjoy it considerably. Like, I'm like, this is really good. Each time I watch them, this is good. Fuck, this is good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So if other people are getting that same feeling, they might show up for the next Superman movie. But
well, if they're introducing Brainiac, finally putting Lex Luthor in his war suit. It has a lot of potential. I mean, Supergirl also had a lot of potential. So
yeah, that didn't have James Gunn actually doing anything with it. He just greenlit it. So
yeah,
see, it didn't even have like that James Gunn universe feel to it either. Like it didn't have, James Gunn movies usually have quite a good soundtrack.
yeah. The songs and soundtrack in this were pretty bad, eh?
Yeah, like it didn't have a good soundtrack. It didn't have that brightness to it that the Superman movie does, Peacemaker does, where it's like quite a bright universe or hue or whatever, which
Yeah,
is
I
one of the
would
things I was
say
quite
it's
enjoying of it.
I would say it's in between like Zack Snyder and Superman. Like it's not as dark as Zack Snyder stuff, but it's not bright like the other James Gunn stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, the villain, like, I think I didn't find this movie, like, I didn't think that the villain was particularly compelling in any means. Like, he didn't really have any sort of story. Like, there was nothing going on with him. It's just, I am a bad guy.
I am bad guy. I shoot your dog with poison.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And the comic that they drew inspiration from has the exact same issue. So I wouldn't have been opposed to them changing the bad guy being Krem. If they made the big bad just being Lobo or something, that I would have been perfectly fine with that. Because Lobo actually wasn't in that. I don't know if you know this, but the comic book Woman of Tomorrow that it was based on, Lobo didn't actually appear in that. He was the writer was actually meant to add him into it, but there was like a dispute between another writer at the time, I think, and he never got added into Woman of Tomorrow, so they sort of corrected it with the movie by adding him into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they just took Krem out and replaced him with Lobo, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
Because Lobo's a threat even to Superman, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's just, and there was a lot of inconsistencies in what happens to Supergirl all the time. It does suffer from the movie suffers from the age-old Superman movie failure of there's just too much fucking kryptonite around. Like there's too many ways to. It's just it's bad because it's like in this movie it's not just like there's like a whole bunch of kryptonite on Earth. It's like they've got all these different ways of like acquiring it or having its effects, and it's just like so overdone. It doesn't make sense. And at the same time, you've got her like pretty much instantly recovering from having kryptonite in her bloodstream.
Yeah, injected into her.
Yeah. And then, she gets poisoned and just has to deal with it. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's probably why the part of the movie I did enjoy was the part where Kara's actually, like, her character actually developed and she got over, or probably wouldn't say get over, but she worked through the whole, Krypton's dead, family's dead sort of thing, and
Yeah.
Coming out the other side better. That's probably the only decent part to this movie that was enjoyable, and it gave you some sort of closure to her in the movie.
And honestly, this movie felt like it didn't have like a fucking law checker or something involved in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it just felt sloppy with that sort of stuff, like consistency for a start, and then also I know we briefly touched on this. I don't know if we want to say spoilers for this one.
I will say it anyway. Spoilers.
Yeah. Kara's parents being good. So kind of like, Kara's parents are basically telling her, go to Earth and be with your cousin and be a good person and, be a hero, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, you got Jor-El in Superman being a fucking nut job. So it's like
yeah. Like, Jor-El being the leading scientist, and it was one of the, probably, I wouldn't say main plot point, but it definitely played a big point to the plot in Superman, that Jor-El and Lara basically told Kal-El or Superman to go to Earth, conquer and basically kill anyone that gets in your way.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone who's related to them, and they were supposedly pretty close on Krypton, and they're telling Supergirl, just be good. You don't always have to be nice, but just be good.
Yeah, and they even acknowledged that Jor-El sent that, like, what they sent him for as well.
Yeah.
They sent Kal-El there to go and conquer it, and they said that to Kara, and then to Kara they're like, oh no, don't do that though. That's a dick move. It's just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, yeah. Oh.
It's like they had to do that so that like the Kryptonians didn't seem fucked up, and so that Kara had like
some sort of morality.
Some sort of morality, but also like, they're supposed to be showing that Kara misses Krypton and she lived there and stuff like that. But then in the last one, you got the Kryptonians have supposedly fucked up. So it's like, well, theoretically, then if Kara's been living there, her coming over should be as bad as Kryptonians. It's like, oh, we don't want that. We want Kara to be good. So we'll just say it was just his parents that are fucked up, and then her parents are not fucked up. It's just like, it's fucking dumb. Like, it's fucking retarded. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, I don't know how James Gunn greenlit it, or if he read that, like, because James Gunn sort of should have thought, well, I've just made Jor-El and Lara look like these, like, conquering dictators. Let's steer away from, his brother and cousin being supposedly good when they're both from the same place, and then with the whole. So if no one knows, I originally thought that the big dome going over that city, that I thought that was going to be the bottled city of Kandor. It's not Kandor. It's some Kryptonian city that I've never even heard of. Yeah. I think it's like Andor or whatever it is. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
And they could have just made it the bottled city of Kandor. They could have had that as an introduction to Brainiac. They could have said Brainiac destroyed Krypton. He bottled the city of Kandor. And you could have had Kara escaping that in some way through her father, creating a ship or whatever. Yeah. And escaping. But no, we got this whatever it was. Yeah.
It just felt really, it was so sloppy. So sloppy, like, this didn't feel good at all. And then they're like, oh, we disturbed the kryptonite within the soil and it's killing everyone. And it's like, all right, well, you're all living on that soil, so realistically you should all be fucked. It shouldn't just be like cherry picking people if it's everywhere.
That's another thing. Like, as far as I'm aware, kryptonite isn't supposed to affect them under a red sun. Because the whole planet is made of kryptonite, or it's supposed to be like that's their main mineral. That's in a lot of Kryptonian stories and comics. That's how they get their technology is through kryptonite.
Yeah.
Unless I just haven't read those comics where kryptonite is actually poisonous to them, but I just know it weakens them under a yellow sun because the yellow sun is supposed to affect the kryptonite as well as the Kryptonians, and that's why under the red sun the kryptonite's not supposed to affect them. I could be wrong, but that's from all the comics I have tell me.
Yeah. So, I was under the impression that kryptonite was made from when the planet explodes and then pieces of the planet got irradiated. But
no,
that still doesn't make sense, because if that's the case, then that's the soil. Like, it didn't get blown up, so it wouldn't be radioactive.
Well, so that Krypton, from what I've seen, Krypton is mainly made of kryptonite, and why the core is actually shrinking to begin with is because the Kryptonians are actually mining the kryptonite and using the planet's minerals for their science technology, and that's why it's so advanced.
Yeah.
And then it's because it's not just Kryptonians that change under different suns, it's everything from Krypton changes under different suns as well. Even their metals supposedly react and get harder under yellow suns and all that, and that's why Kryptonian metals can still penetrate their skin and whatnot.
Yeah.
And same with the minerals, it changes the minerals and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just it was written and directed by Craig Gillespie. Gillespie, I think I'm pronouncing that right. He's an Australian filmmaker, if you didn't know.
Oh, really?
Zero action movie experience. And in turn,
he hasn't really done any action movies at all, has he?
Considering, like, in terms of other directors, he's probably actually fairly new to directing. Like, he's only directed 32, I think, from his IMDb page.
So he's only done movies. He's only been doing movies since 2007, so he's barely got 20. He doesn't even have 20 years under his belt, and he's only directed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies. None of which are action movies, all particularly like stand out. Like, I think I, Tonya was quite good. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that it's all right. And Cruella was weird.
But like he's got experience at character development and character stories, and that's probably where Supergirl's shines. I wouldn't say shines, but that's probably the better part of Supergirl is the character developments.
Yeah.
Like, Kara has a pretty good character development. Lobo, I wish we'd seen more of him, but even still, not really character development, but...
He didn't actually look good either. I don't know if you felt the same, but...
Yeah, his face is definitely meant to be a lot whiter, and his skin is definitely meant to be like... Because his skin is like a greyish white, but his face is supposed to be almost pure white.
My issue wasn't necessarily about the color as much as that they put Momoa in this suit. Like, he had big fake hands and fucking, like fake muscles and stuff, and it just looked wrong, I guess.
If you want to compare it to what Lobo should look like Bane when he's on Venom, but obviously that's just Lobo how he is all the time.
Yeah.
And I get it's probably hard to do that in a movie and just make him look like that without doing a CGI character. Because Lobo is pretty big. Like, he's
big.
So I get that, but they should have made him at least like somewhat bulky and like muscular.
Yeah, they could have made him. They could have done it, but without going. Like, I feel like they went too over the top with it, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did like his bike though, but only except for the fact that they gave it tires.
Yeah.
Because I like his hover bike, and I don't think I've ever seen it with tires in comic books before, but it still flies and it still looks okay. And then,
yeah,
I guess another spoiler is, so when Kara's searching for they called brigands to get the antidote for Crypto, she comes across this family that have a daughter that were taken by the brigands, and Kara and Ruthie are there waiting to meet them because they said they would help them, but in fact they betray Kara to hand over Kara and Ruthie for their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And now this planet that they're on currently in this situation is a yellow star planet. So she should be probably not fully powered because she wasn't there long, but she should still be like fairly strong.
Pretty powered up. Yeah.
They give her a drink and it was laced with poison. And it affects her in a way that it probably shouldn't because she's under a yellow sun. But anyway.
Especially if she can recover from having kryptonite in her bloodstream in like a matter of seconds. And just put a bit of poison in her and she just knocks her out pretty much.
And she drinks some milk and then vomits a few times, and then like she's drunk for about 5 minutes, or appears drunk for 5 minutes from the poison affecting her, and then she's just all good.
Yeah.
Theoretically, the poison shouldn't affect her at all, but it did. And if that's the case, if because she's under a yellow star and she survived it, why didn't she just take Crypto to a yellow sun? Because it was supposedly the same poison. Yeah. So
it's just so much conflicting stuff in this movie. It's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And I feel like they just needed someone there to keep the story the events in the story consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
the story and stuff made sense, but all this fucking shit with people's powers is just all over the shop.
Yeah,
and like the side character, like I can't remember her fucking name is, but she's Ruthie. She's just pointless.
Yeah, she doesn't do much in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, she didn't even need to be in the movie at all, really.
Yeah,
because it's not really about her. It's like oh, we have the same goal, but I'm just gonna sit in the back lines and do basically nothing the entire time. Her entire thing that she does, the only thing she does in the entire movie, spoilers, sets Lobo out of a prison that he probably should have just been able to break out of himself anyways.
Yeah, virtually.
So, it's just, it's just so all over the shop.
Yeah, just big disappointment. I wanted to like it. I went in thinking that it was going to be disappointing to begin with. It's probably why I enjoyed it a little bit more than the average person, but it's still, in my opinion, it still wasn't good.
No.
And that's the song that was playing during that ending fight scene. Like, when that started playing, I'm like, why the fuck would you choose this song? What the It just didn't make sense to put it there. It's almost like Craig Gillespie was
crap.
It's like Craig Gillespie was trying to be James Gunn from Guardians, putting all these weird songs in it. Like,
and the one at the beginning was shit too.
Yeah, it was. Just the more I think about it, the more I have distaste for it. Like, I know we try not to be negative, but like, God, this. There
wasn't a lot of good things to really enjoy in this movie, unfortunately.
No.
The thing is, like we're saying, like, we wanted to like it. We wanted to like it. We just didn't. Unfortunately, in this one time, it's just overall not a particularly good movie.
And
realistically, though, I think we've just been lucky for the last since we've started doing this whole YouTube channel shenanigan. I think we've just been lucky.
Yeah, most movies that we've done have been decent to good.
We haven't had any 10s, but That stuff we've enjoyed. Stuff
haven't had any ones either, but I reckon this comes close.
This does come close. I wouldn't put it at a 1. It's like...
I think Kara's character development saves it from being a 1. If she didn't have a strong character development at the end and leading up to it at the end, I would have put it at a 1.
Yeah, yeah. Because at least at the end, you see her becoming more like the comic book Kara.
Yeah.
Not the space drunk that she's portrayed in all the trailers as. Yeah. Like, by the end, you can see that she's accepted her powers and, you know, her role in the universe sort of thing, I guess.
And that is a pretty good nod to Superman as well, because that's Superman's whole identity. He inspires people to be better, and he's literally just done that with Kara, and I think that's why her character development ends up becoming so good.
Yeah, to be honest, if it was me and I was to do this movie myself, and that this was going to be my next installment in the DC universe, I wouldn't have done anything in this movie at all. I would have had Kara come. I wouldn't have had Kara in the end of Superman. Or maybe in the end of Superman, but then do a flashback movie of her arriving from Krypton, and then her, like, Superman having to actually teach her to be good because the Kryptonians are supposed to be fucked up, and then that is, like, you know, kind of the start of her becoming her character.
Well,
like that would be my preference. And then, or like, you know, seeing that there is another way, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for the most part in the comics, the whole Kryptonian and Jor-El and that being bad and whatnot, for the most part in the comics, it's actually the other way around.
Yeah.
Where Jor-El
and the ones that are fucked up.
Yeah, because Kara's parents, Jor-El's brother, there's a few comics that have decent stories with them in it, and Kara's brother, not Kara's brother, Jor-El's brother, can't remember his name at the minute, but he actually he gets into a lot of trouble for cloning. Like, he's big into cloning people or cloning Kryptonians, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the reasons why Doomsday existed, or part of the reasons why Doomsday got created. And then he's supposed to be, I wouldn't say bad, but he's just morally not there with Jor-El and all them.
Yeah. He's got less.
Like, he still wants morals. Like, I wouldn't say he's bad as like General Zod or anything. Yeah, like he still wants to help his people, but he's still not like he's not exactly following all the rules, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, and that's probably why the Jor-El thing annoyed me, and the Krypton and Supergirl annoyed me, because it was pretty backwards.
Yeah, and I felt like that kind of went really long too.
Yeah,
like the flashback. Like, it felt like I was just like, all right, I don't need this much flashback. Like, it was good, but let's feel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like it dragged.
I did like them showing how Supergirl and Krypto met. Like, they were doing like I think it was a funeral for, or it was just before the funeral for Kara's mother. Yeah. And then there's like a little puppy over in the thing just going through some rubbish or whatever, and it just runs up to Kara and she just picks him up, and that's it. And I think that's nice and simple. It's good.
Yeah, that was good. And honestly, like, I think they could have just done that, and then also just had, even if they were doing it the wrong way, like, just had the father, like, kind of kept it like more of a brief sort of thing, like intermittent flashbacks rather than long bits of dialogue explaining what happened on Krypton and the dome, and, you know, like, yeah.
Well, how I would have done this movie is I would have started off the movie on Krypton, similar to what Man of Steel did.
Yep.
And instead of the planet just dying from an unstable core, they could have shown, because in some comics, Jor-El creates Brainiac, or Brainiac is a part of Kryptonian technology. They could have and being that Brainiac's the big bad of Man of Tomorrow, they could have introduced Brainiac in this movie as well. Like that, I reckon that would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
You have the opening sequence in Krypton. You show all that. You show Jor-El trying to use Brainiac to save the planet, and because Brainiac ultimately, in a lot of comics, destroys Krypton by Brainiac saying, no, Krypton's fine, etc. Everything's good. But Jor-El's like not believing him. Like, Jor-El thinks that Brainiac's against Krypton, and that's why Kal-El gets sent off, because Jor-El just doesn't trust Brainiac.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good story. That gives a good story as to why Superman or Kal-El was shipped off planet.
I'm also surprised that. Sorry, yeah.
And then you have, and then Jor-El just does the same thing, like, because Jor-El's brother trusts Jor-El, etc., etc. Yeah. And you keep it to a nice 5 to 10 minute scene. You show that, and then they both get sent off. And you could have Kara's ship hits an asteroid or whatever, so it doesn't show up at the same time, and she goes through a black hole and it warps time, etc. You can do all that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Brainiac's like, no, Krypton's fine, and he uploads himself to his own ship because he knows the planet's dying, and then he fucks off. Krypton is destroyed, or you could have even had Brainiac because he likes knowledge, and Kryptonians like knowledge too. You could have him create the bottled city of Kandor.
Mm-hmm.
You've got that whole story to go down as well.
Yep.
And you could have kept it into like I wouldn't say 5 to 10 minute scene, maybe 15 minute scene. Get fed a lot of information, introduces the next big bad, and then you can do the rest of the Supergirl movie.
Yeah. And honestly as well, like with the amount of time they spent on Krypton, I would have expected, and it feels like a bit of a waste to not have it, at least some sort of mention of Zod as well would have been good.
Yeah, I think because of Man of Steel, I think James Gunn doesn't want Zod to turn up for quite a while.
No, I don't think he does either, but even just like a nod or a mention or something would have been enough.
Zod's like the only character that Superman really struggles with, obviously, other than Doomsday. Like that's purely only a Superman villain, because most of the other villains that he struggles with is all big Justice League villains. But as a pure Superman opposite, Zod is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so it's disappointing. I reckon if I were to give this a rating out of 10, I would probably say 3 or 4.
Yeah, I would say 3 or 4 as well.
Yeah,
I would say 3 or 4. It's honestly, you don't need to rush out and see it.
Yeah,
you don't need to rush out and see it.
Yeah, I'm glad I spent my Cinebuzz points to get a $9 ticket. I'll say that much.
Yeah. I had to pay the full price, $40.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. It's a shame.
Yep. We wanted a lot from it. Yeah. We got to see Momoa as Lobo, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't utilized correctly, but
I hope he turns up in Man of Tomorrow. To be honest, that'd be cool.
I hope he turns up again. I hope we get, like you said, maybe a Peacemaker style Lobo series or something. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Keep it grounded, just like each episode, 8 episode season. Each episode is just hunting different people down.
Yeah, and you could even
make it episodic, not overarching story or something like that.
You could even introduce like some Kryptonians that are out in the universe, because there are others that are out there.
Yeah.
Where Lobo's been tasked with hunting them down, and he only knows the one Kryptonian, which is Supergirl. So you could put them in there, and then he goes to Earth. He sees both Supergirl and Superman. Starts a whole thing.
You know what would have been good as well if they had included Zod? Is now that they did this whole bottle dome city or whatever you want to call it, and Zod wasn't on it. Kara doesn't know who Zod is. I feel like it would have been good if, if she knew who Zod was and how bad Zod was. So when Zod does make an appearance, she's like freaked the fuck out. She's like, "Oh, this guy is bad fucking news." Do you know what I mean? And then you've got Superman has no idea who he really is. Do you know what I mean? But you got Kara that has some knowledge of what he was like, or some reference to what he was like. I mean, I guess they can probably shoehorn that shit in later. Like, oh yeah, I saw a newsreel about him, like or something. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame there. I feel like that was a bit of a lost opportunity. So
yeah, there's really not much more we can say about it. It's disappointing. No. It's about a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
We're not happy about it.
No.
We're not happy to give it a 3. We wanted to give it a 9.
Well,
unfortunately, it didn't earn a 9.
I mean, seeing that we're fans of both James Gunn's Superman and Zack Snyder's Superman.
Yeah.
Men of Tomorrow it needs to hit. And if it doesn't hit...
Men of Tomorrow cannot fail. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think that'll be the telltale. It cannot fail.
Yeah. If Man of Tomorrow fucking flops, there will be no more James Gunn universe.
I don't think so either. As much as Peter Safran and James Gunn are probably do know what they're doing to some degree.
Yeah.
I feel like James Gunn would have had to greenlit this before it got released. So I don't know if he just missed the mark or what, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just a shame.
It is a shame.
Well, anyway, let's not harp on it about it too much. We've said our piece.
Let's pack it in. Yep. All right.
Next week, I don't think there's anything really for us to watch next week.
Let me check.
I think the next thing that comes out is The Odyssey on the 16th of July.
Releasing soon. Coming soon to a cinema near you. Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, no thanks. We'll probably just do another filler video and we just talk about a bunch of shit.
Yep. No, yeah, so we could do so we've got Odyssey on the 16th, did we say? Was it 16th?
Yeah, that's about 2 weeks away-ish.
Yep. Odyssey on the 16th. We could do Evil Dead Burn on the 9th if you want to. I would be interested to see that because I enjoy the Evil Dead movies. I don't know if you've seen them, but
I enjoy them. I remember playing the video games.
Yeah. So that's on that comes out not next week, the week after. So, and then the Odyssey is the week after that, I think.
Okay, so 2 weeks and 3 weeks. Yeah.
It's actually
see if there's any news comes out, or we
2 weeks. 2 weeks till we got 2 weeks till. So it's next week and the week after is when Evil Dead comes out, and then it's not to the week after that we get Odyssey. So
2 weeks and 3 weeks. Yeah.
If we're starving for content, we might do Evil Dead Burn.
Or
the Moana movie. There's always that.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Yeah.
There's Toy Story 5 as well. We could always do that.
Fuck that. I haven't even seen the fourth, but
I
Jackass like next week is Jackass.
Maybe we could do that.
I don't know if I can really be fucked sitting through another Jackass movie considering the last one was so fucking bad.
Yeah. Not to mention all the drama with Bear Margera and all them as well. It's just like, it's a bit much.
Is he even in this one?
No, I think in archived footage he is, but I don't think he is doing any new stunts.
Yeah, okay. Well, the dude's falling apart anyways, so
yeah. But anyway, we'll
the most limit person. Yeah.
All right. Finish it off there and see what happens next week. There may or may not be a video next week, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Thanks
Catch
for watching.
Later.
See you later.